What's up, everybody? 80s Transformer fan here, back to do yet another Transformers toy review. And this Transformer toy review is Powers of the Prime Voyager class Dinobot Grimlock, and here he is in this nice window packaging where you can see the toy on display clearly in front of you. You can see his accessory. He looks like he comes with 2 feet to the combiner mode. He comes with his matrix piece that I'm assuming fits in the ones that came with the leader class figures. And again, front of the box, side of the box, you have the little symbols. Still not quite sure what they're about. Choose your prime. These are some type of prime symbols. Here is the product shot on the back of the box. How will the legendary Dinobot leader wield the power of the primes? And that is it. Okay, and so how will he? You know, and here he is, I guess, with the little prime piece put into his little claw shield or whatever it is to upgrade his power. I don't know, it seems like they're kind of like infinity stones in this line or whatever. I'm really not sure because I don't watch the little cartoon they have to go with it. But here is Grimlock in Dinobot mode, robot mode, and his accessories. On the side of the box is his artwork. Oh, actually, this is the combiner. Can't think of his name. Volcanus, I think it is. Don't hold me to that. Don't treat me bad for not knowing. The combiner mode right there, peeking out the side of the box, and there's him stomping actual Grimlock on the front of the box, and that's pretty much it. We don't have a picture of him in robot mode, so I'm gonna slide this guy out of his packaging and see if I actually like this figure. Alright, put that over there, take this, put that over there. Take a look at his bio card. Now, I know they all come with a card. I forgot for a minute they all came with a card, and he has his own unique little symbol here, prime signal. Symbol. Alright, and his little symbol is Micronus. Micronus. Grimlock, and Grimlock links with faster bot to combat his only weakness. I guess once he gets that, it eliminates his lack of speed or whatever. Anyway, that's that. Instruction booklet. It's the same as the as the leader class, but this is obviously smaller. It's transformation. Here's Grimlock. I wish he had been a leader class and still been a combiner, and all the rest of them could have been Voyager class. That would have been awesome. Can't wait to compare this guy with Devastator and some of the other combiners from Combiner Wars. And now that I'm saying, I wish they had made the Dinobots combiners. I think they suffer a little bit, as all combiners do, from their combined mode. But you can kind of really see it in these guys, in my opinion. Some of the stuff off of him, he has a little plastic cover. Oh no, actually that's how it is. I guess, oh, that's to mimic the G1 thing. He has like a translucent shell over the goldish plastic. It's not really gold, it's goldish. And I'm moving his hands. We getting a separation here, so he already wants to turn into something else, which is unfortunate. And let's take a look at his head, since I got him up all close and personal. Looks just like the cartoon, except for the red eyes. The face is more defined than the actual G1 toy. The G1 toy needed a little help and got it from the artwork of the cartoon. But I really wish they had vac metal the gold. That would have been really nice. This little dull gold is not really doing it for me. They could have went with a more yellow. And this piece right here is kind of hinge is kind of flopping around a little bit. See if I can snap it in there. Alright, there it is. It's sticking. Again, he has the feet to the combined mode, and I guess they double as weapons. Goodness, we couldn't just get this guy a normal gun and just throw it to the side somewhere. I don't have to have my parts stored somewhere, you know? Like, man, wow. I don't know if it goes into the port on his arm. Yeah, it's like he has Lionel's claw shield, I guess. And I guess over here too. And you can take his Infinity Stone, which I did not cut out. You take this little matrix piece. We're going to call it Infinity Gem. Stick it in his gauntlet this way. Increases his speed. Or makes him faster, I should say. Try to tilt the camera. And it's raining where I'm at, and if you keep hearing that thud, that drip, this is raining outside over the little awning while I'm trying to do this tour review. So if you can hear it, I apologize for that. And from the back, oh man, looks like our Grimlock, our G1 Grimlock. Got the little tail folded up here, the shell right here. Looks pretty cool. Again, the little color, it's bugging me. It really is. So let's run down his articulation. Let's start with his head. We can actually look up a little bit, at least more than Prime and Rodimus. Prime and Rodimus Prime, Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime. His head 360s. No, it won't 360. It's getting hit on a little piece back here. Almost 360s. His arm will 360. There's a ratchet joint in there, which is cool. He has an elbow bend, has a double bend. Let me move this out of the way. Has a double bend. I'm assuming it does something in transformation in one of the modes. Coming down to his hand, it does not swivel, but it will fold up for storage in another mode. His waist, he has a waist swivel. Wow. His waist 360s. So he has something on the leader class guys. Voyager class 360 waist. I guess it's pretty useful in combiner mode. You can get his leg up this far, which is very far. Remove this waist piece for the combine mode. You can get it back that far. He has a swivel at the knee. A nice ratchet, stiff ratchet and bend at the knee. And he really doesn't have like a foot to speak of. There's something in here. I don't know what this is, but something right here. So there is no rocker at the feet or whatever. He's just wearing like a big boot, I guess. It's always good to see Grimlock back. And I do believe if he wasn't gimmicked out as some combiner, he would have made a more awesome figure. And I'm not trying to knock him just yet, because it's pretty standard like this. He really looks like a lot like the G1 Grimlock in this mode. But yeah, no more accessories other than these two things. Like I said, they could have threw in a gun, please. How hard would that have been to just give him a double cannon blaster, you know, that doesn't turn into anything, just a gun so he can shoot somebody. Alright, with the risk of canceling all the drama and suspense, I'm going to go ahead and get him next to his G1 counterpart. And you can see where a lot of these stickers are misapplied, but they tried to mimic the G1 stickers here. He has stickers along here. Autobot symbol here is painted on. He has some paint on the shoulders where these stickers are supposed to be on the shoulders. Very much like the G1. You turn him around. He has the head and arms hanging around the back, just like the G1. The tail's on the side here, and the tail's down here on this one. They should have gave it some silver instead of a straight gray. But anyway, alright, this transformation shouldn't eat up a lot of time. But let me just say, when I guess I can start transforming. When they first started doing Combiner Wars, I was happy that the Dinobots were not part of the Combiner Wars, because I felt like a lot of the characters were hindered because they were combiners. And then when they announced that we were going to get these guys, I was like, yes, some Dinobots, and get a good look at them. And then they made them combiners, which kind of sucked. And his transformation is pretty straightforward. Nothing really complicated to it. In fact, he just sort of doubles over. I guess kind of like the G1. The tail, the rear parts of the tail just lock in. They could have hit those with some silver. His feet duck away, fold up I should say, just like, a lot like the G1 toy. And his arms becomes his dino legs. They don't even rotate, he just drops down to these legs. And these arms, I guess they go in a little slot joint here. And there's no rotation at the little baby dino hand wrist. So they kind of just sit there like that, and other than tapping it together, believe it or not, this is this is it. This is what you get. And because this tail forms, I think, like the upper legs in combiner mode, I'm not sure. That's pretty much what you get out of it. Wow. His mouth opens at least. That's cool. I like the head on him. I really do. He has another Autobot symbol here. They didn't cheap out on the stickers. And I think this little shell is clear plastic. I thought it was like a double plastic, but I think the inside is just painted to give it that look. But I don't think the legs tab in anywhere. And I think this is it. I really do. Let me break out the box. You know, I don't do instructions. And yeah, ugh. I think the tail can ratchet a little bit. I don't want to do it too far. Crack open this little shell, and this is our Voyager class Grimlock. I hate to keep just repeating the same thing, but it's not that bad. But it's not that good either, especially for Grimlock. This is the guy you want to be like, yeah, they nailed this one. They nailed it. But I mean, man, it's a Grimlock. I guess, you know, you can recognize him anywhere with the color in his head and the little neck. You know it's Grimlock, but look at this right here, man. Somebody can sit on there while he walks around, you know. Some Autobot, Dinobot kids, Dinolings or whatever. Come, little Dinolinks. Grimlock give you ride. Oh, they made Grimlock into a joke after the movie on the cartoon. I hated even seeing him. He went from badass to comic relief. Man. But here he is in Dinobot mode. I'll bring in the G1. Put him next to this guy. And he's bigger. I don't know if he's better, but he's bigger. Really like that head though. Really like that head, and he has the more masterpiece design right here on the side of the face. You see where they got it from, but the masterpiece is made more like that. I guess it's not that bad. I wish they could have did something better with the little claw feet. They're the same in the front as they are in the back. Instead of having the 3 prongs, he has 4. Man, they if they had vacuum metallized this, gave it the gold plating, I would have liked this a lot more. I guess you can kind of get them to walk if you're playing with it. And again, I know this is aimed at kids and designed like the G1 to snag in adult collectors as well, so they can make all the money they can. Move this guy out of here and take a look at where these things go or store, or I know they port in to give him some weapons on these little things. Yeah, so he has some type of weapon or something, whatever this is supposed to be, in dinosaur mode. And you can put it on both his legs. So this is doing whatever it does in Dinobot mode. So in a nutshell, here is Grimlock. So I'm gonna get this guy back into Dino mode. I would put him in his combiner mode, but a friend of mine called and told me they had the new wave, like the Terracons and the other Dinobots out near him. So I'm gonna go get the other Dinobots that I don't have and save that whole little thing for the combiner mode. So I'm transforming this guy back. Very simple basic transformation, nothing to it at all. Very close to the G1. Oh, I didn't take a look at his hand. His hand has some really good sculpt in there. He has all 5 fingers and a thumb. He even has like some claws on the back of his hand. He has the Wolverine on the back of his hand. I didn't take a look at that. And also I want to tell you that his paint, it's not a lot of paint on here. I'm tearing up my fingernail. There isn't a lot of paint on here. Alright, but the paint that is here is good. It's done well. I don't see any slop. So, other than not being very pretty, It's a pretty good Grimlock. I'm not blown away by it, but it's pretty cool. I mean, they could have gave him a sword. The Dinobots have swords, a gun. I mean, would it have killed him to put that in there? And again, I don't know how true it is. I heard Takara's not doing Powers of the Prime. I hope that's not true. But I heard they're not going to do the Powers of the Prime, so we might have to, guess, wait for a third party to give us some more weapons. Yeah, it'd be a shame not to get a sword to go to this guy. I didn't even have to light up. Just give me a sword. The Grimlock red plastic sword. Translucent, whatever. Here's Grimlock. Here's his accessories. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Okay, if you own one of the leader class figures, you can take their little matrix bracket and take his matrix, his Prime Master or whatever they're calling it, Matrix Master, and plug it in there and make it his own. But unlike these guys, I can't believe they didn't leave a universal slot in everybody's hand just to stick this in. I don't know if it'll port into this guy, if he can know. Almost looks like a voice box in there or whatever. Like you push the head and it says something, a phrase. But I don't see anywhere he can actually store this thing. But I don't know why give these guys this gimmick and they can't hold on to it. Maybe it'll port into them. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe one of these holes. I don't know. It sticks right there. I don't know if it's supposed to be there. I'm not trying to be silly. I'm just trying to find some use for this little gimmick that they have with the little matrix pieces or whatever. Like, it should go somewhere. Like if he gets a hold of it, because nobody can hold it. So yeah, if you know, please comment. Let me go check it out. If you did a review on it, or anybody, let me know. I can check it out, take a look at it, what goes on here. And before I close it out, Standard Kibble back there on the back of Grimlock, he's pretty cool. Like, if you didn't know he was going to be a combiner, you might not know, other than some of the little bulk, you might not know he was going to turn into a combiner. So I congratulate him on that, and I'll just have to wait to see how he looks in combine mode. But for now, that's it for Transformer Voyager class Grimlock. And I am George, the 80s Transformer fan, and I'll be back real soon with another toy review. Alright, real quick before I get out of here, I kind of didn't, I guess let you know whether or not I recommend it. I shouldn't have to recommend it. It's Grimlock, and it's the Dinobots, and they turn into a combiner. An official Hasbro, it's not Takara, but I'm just say Takara, an official combiner Dinobot set people dreamed about. It's been customized for years, and we actually get it. So I shouldn't have to recommend it. It's not that great of a toy. It's not a bad toy. It just doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's kind of plain as a standalone. Hopefully it'll pop when we get the combiner version, but it's pretty cool. You know, you can recognize it anywhere. He kind of looks like more like a banana. His tail's not thickened up for the combiner mode, but you see all the little things that you see on the little rocket pack or whatever that you see. There's the hinges on this one, and they made a rocket pack on a masterpiece and other versions. Everything's there. He's pretty cleaned up in both modes. These little joints could be a little bit stronger here. He had ratchet joints. He has ratchet joints, I should say. They're pretty good. Only thing I wish they had made the arms, the dino arms, silver so they can stand out from the rest of the body. And the tips of the tail, they probably could have painted silver to make those stand out. But he's pretty cool. I mean, I don't have to be told or have anybody have to recommend me to grab an official Grimlock. It has to be really bad for me to leave it. So, yeah, if you see him, pick him up. It's Grimlock. And this time I'm out of here.